Hi and hello, I am Athena Pondian here. Welcome to the control system for the biomedical engineering classroom once again. Today we are going to see the next unit of the syllabus, that is the time response analysis. So what are the things we need to know about the time response analysis and what are the use of it, everything we are going to see in this particular unit. Today we are going to discuss about the introduction of time response analysis and what are the things we required for doing this analyzing process, all the things we are going to discuss today. Come, let me start the class now. See, till now we have crossed over the introduction of the basic control systems. That is, what is elements, what is blocks, and what is the representation of the blocks, and how we can able to reduce the block and signal flow graph. All the things we crossed over. Now we are familiar about how the systems can be represented. That things we are already know, that what is feedback, what is open loop, what is closed loop, all the things. Now we are going to analyze the output of the system. See, of course we know that if the system is like this, this is considered as this is considered as input and this is considered as output. Yes, of course we know that all the things are elements and the feedback elements, all the things are there. What is the thing what we need to do in this particular unit is, we are particularly take this particular part. We are supposed to calculate, or we are supposed to analyze the response of the system. See, in the system we have the input and the output. We are going to analyze the particular output in the way of two different processes. One is time response analysis and the frequency response analysis. The two different processes we can able to analyze the response of the system. If you want to analyze the system in the time response, because this is the thing we are going to discuss in this unit. So that is what I just take an example of this particular time domain. So I want to analyze this particular time domain response. So we can able to indicate the variable as R of t and C of t. R of t is the command signal, that is input signal, and C of t is the output signal, that is output response. Okay, that is output of the particular command. So we are supposed to analyze this particular thing because this is the response. Time response analysis indicates that we are totally analyzing this particular C of t. Okay, if you want to analyze this particular C of t, your input command is also in a time domain. Okay, so if the system is there, the input should be in a time domain and the output is also coming up as the time response. Okay, so this is the part we need to determine. For example, if you want to take R of t, or if you want to check the system whether it is properly functioning or not, we need a test signals, because if you want to check the particular system is right or wrong, we suppose to have 5 different test signals are there to check the system whether it is properly functioning or not. That 5 test signals are step signal, ramp signal, impulse signal, sinusoidal signal, and parabolic signal. These are all the 5 different test signals are there. Test signal, because each and every test signals have the different graphical notations and the mathematical notations. So the test signals are very important for analyzing the output of the system. According to that only we can able to check whether the system is normal or abnormal. Okay, so here these are all the representation of the test signals. Okay, these are the 4 important test signals among the 5. I just leave the sinusoidal signal because these are taken as a test signal. Okay, so we need to know the definition and the graphical representation of all these things. This particular thing is considered as the step signal. See, this particular graph represent the step signal is a signal whose values varies from 0 to a. Okay, whose values vary from 0 to a when t is equal to 0, and it remains constant when t is greater than 0. Please remember, it remains constant during the initial condition t is equal to 0, and it remains constant when the t is greater than 0. This is the definition of R of t. The mathematical notation is according to the graphical notation. R of t is equal to a, t is greater than or equal to 0. It is a during the condition at 0, and it remains a when the t is go on increasing. Okay, that is the definition you need to remember. And t is less than 0 when the time given is come in the negative, then the a value is 0. Okay, then come to the ramp signal. This particular thing indicates that this ramp signal, according to the time signal, it is gradually increasing from the initial value t is equal to 0. During the time of 0, the output is also 0. Once it keep on increasing, then this output is also increasing 1. Gradually it is increasing. Okay, that is a gradual increasing of the system. It is called as a ramp signal. We can able to represent it in the way of this. Then the parabolic signal. This can able to get an output. This is an R of t and this is t. This particular signal indicates the parabolic signal, and according to that we can able to get this particular output. R of t is equal to at square by 2. This is not a gradual increase. This is not a gradual increase. Please remember, this is a gradual increase. This is not a gradual increase, but it can able to increase according to the time. Okay, according to that we can able to frame a mathematical notation. Then this particular impulse signal, that is the next test signal. Here its value is infinity when t is equal to 0, and its value is 0 when t is greater than 0. Please remember, during the time of initial condition, that is t is equal to 0, it gives the signal infinite signal. We can't able to fix the value of this. Once it is t value is greater than 0, this value is 0 totally. Okay, this is the impulse notation. So we are just hold the topic today. Next class we are going to discuss about the orders of the system, how we can able to determine the order of the particular system, and how we can able to solve according to the order all the things we are going to discuss tomorrow. Thank you very much.